Hello. Hi, friends. Happy Wednesday. Happy Scrap Your Stash Day. My name is Pam Morin. I am a Creative Memories advisor, and I go live every Wednesday at 7:15 around this time, and we make layouts together. We make borders together. We make clusters together. We do all sorts of fun projects like our calendar album that we're doing in 2024. So join us every Wednesday night. I hope that it will give you some inspiration and some motivation to work on your pages. And we are scrapping our stash. So whatever you have there in your scrapbooking space, that's what you should use. Use up what you have. That's what we want to do, right? That is such a great feeling when you finally have that page and you've been saving this sticker and you find the perfect sticker for your page, and this is a sticker that you've had for years and you finally use it, right? Isn't that such a great feeling? Well, that's what we do every Wednesday night. We scrap our stash. So grab whatever is on your shelf and let's make some fun projects together. So just a couple things that I wanted to remind you about. The You Pick It promo is ending. This is your last chance for the You Pick It promo. Oops, sorry. Last chance. So what is a You Pick It promo? So twice a year, we have these great promos. We do it in July and we do it at Black Friday. And you spend $150 and you get to pick one of these 4 bundles for free. So Friday, July 26th, this coming Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern is the end of this great promo. So check out the 4 fun bundles that you can pick. The ice cream for ice cream, the night out, the, I'm going to forget the names of them now, the coffee bundle, and the, I'm going to look. Morning Brew is the coffee bundle. Morning Brew and Ice Cream Social and Night Out and Fun and Games. So really cute bundles that you can pick from for every $150 that you spend on my website. So this is a great sale for you to stock up on things that you never want to run out of, like adhesive and refill pages and peekaboo pockets and pocket folders, 12 by 12 pocket pages, all of those things that you use on a regular basis every time you scrapbook and you have to replenish them. This is a great sale to stock up on those items to get to that $150 point and earn some free product. So you do have to do that by this Friday. All right. Another great sale going on is in conjunction with the Sizzling Summer Sketches, and it is a Sizzlin Summer discount. There are 10 plus punches out on my website that are discounted, and we're actually going to be using one of those punches tonight for our layout. And you see it here in the picture. It's the 3-in-1 bevel punch right here. We're going to be using that tonight for our layout. And it is marked down right now to $18.50. And normally they are $24.50. Oh, you know what? I say that, but maybe let me go check. I have my website open right now. Yes, $24.50. So it's marked down from $24.50, but go check out all of the punches out there because there are some out there, the border punches, and those are marked down from $28.50. So you get a great discount on these punches. And to find them out on my website, you can click on this URL code that's right here. Hover over that with your phone. That takes you right out to my website, and then go to deals. It's the menu bar across the top of the page. You'll see one that says deals. And if you hover over that, you're going to see a drop-down menu that says Sizzlin Summer Sketches Deals. And that's where you're going to find these punches that are marked down. And these are only marked down until September 6th, because that's when the Sizzlin Summer Challenge ends. So check out those deals on those punches. All right. What do I have coming up? What events do I have coming up? Well, let me get my handy dandy calendar here. My next Friday night virtual crop is August the 9th. Yep, that is the next Friday night virtual crop. So come and join us. That is the Creative Memories Virtual Crop weekend, and we make sketches together in the my Zoom room, and it's lots of fun. I just love hanging out with those ladies, and we learn so much from each other. So come join us on Zoom on August the 9th for my next Friday night virtual crop. And then, of course, I will see you next Wednesday for my Wednesday night Scrap Your Stash. I do this every Wednesday night. And August the 3rd, mark your calendars, I have a virtual crop for my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group. It's exclusive to members of that group. So if you're not in the group, just request to join and I will add you, and then you can join us for a virtual crop on Saturday, August 3rd. We will be hanging out, working on our projects. I'm going to have some prizes. We're going to do some fun sketches together. We'll make some pages. Have some ideas. I try and bring in some guest demonstrators as well, so we can check those out. And this is all free. It's just to say thank you to joining my group and supporting my small business in that way. So I appreciate you all. And we're going to have a fun day cropping on Saturday, August 3rd. Okay, I want to make sure I had that date right. All right. Look at the ladies joining. Let's jump over and say hi to Gail and Sue Ellen and Janice. Thank you, ladies. I appreciate seeing you guys every Wednesday, and I appreciate seeing you at my Friday night virtual crops too. You guys are awesome. All right. Let me switch over to my table. We're going to highlight my table. Let's talk a little bit about the challenge. So Sizzlin Summer Challenge. So every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central, a new sketch is launched, posted out in the Creative Memories Virtual Crop group and out in the Creative Memories blog. So either join that group or head on out to the blog and see the latest sketch. You can get to the blog by clicking on my URL code up here, or my QR code up here. Go to my website, and the blog is, again, up in that top menu across the top of my page, my website. You'll see the word blog menu item. Just click on that link, and that'll take you to the blog where they post all of these summer Sizzlin Summer sketches. So we are on sketch number 4. Today is the 24th. So we are working on sketch number 4 today, and we have until next Tuesday, the 30th, to take a picture of our finished layout and put it out in the Creative Memories Virtual Crop group to try and win the weekly prize. And they give 2 weekly prizes away. So that is the deadline for what we're going to be working on tonight to get that in to try and win a prize. We've had a lot of fun with these sketches. Sketch number 1, sketch number 2, sketch number 3, and tonight is sketch number 4. So this is the one we're working on tonight. Don't forget to color in your Sizzlin Summer Sketches weekly coloring page. I am behind. I need to color in my sketch number 3, because at the end of this challenge, you can take a picture of this page and put it out on the virtual crop site, and you could win a $200 shopping spree. So who doesn't want to have $200 to spend on scrapbooking supplies. All right, so let's talk about our sketch. Like I said, we are going to be using the 3-in-1 bevel punch. This is available in the discounted punches. Like I said, it's $18.50, marked down from $24.50. So head on out there and get some great deals on punches, and then spend that $150 to help to get that free bundle. So there's lots of great ways you can get that free bundle with some discounted products. All right, so I grabbed my on the farm layout. That is the one that they used for their example, and I'm going to follow along with what they did as best that I can with the papers that I have left of this collection. And it actually looks like they have some green cardstock here. I may have to pull that out unless that's part of the pack. I'll have to, or maybe it's this green. I may have to improvise there, because I've used this, some of my papers out of this collection already for other layouts. So I'm going to have to improvise on some of these pieces. But let's take a look. So remember, when we're looking at a sketch, there are different shades of gray, and that means that those pieces are the same color. So all of these that are the same shade of gray are all the same color, right? Because in our example, we see that that's all white. They have all of these white picture frames here, photo mats. And so that's all the same color. And then we can look up here at these different shades of gray. We've got light, we've got a little darker, you know, that's a very slight change, but there is a change. And so if we look at our example, each one of those, except for, I see 2 yellow ones, so I'm not sure if it looks like the same color to me. So it looks like they did this one and this one the same, but they did add, I think, a little piece to it, unless they used some photo mats. So I'm going to have to figure that out. But that's how you read a sketch, is you look at the shading of the different objects on the sketch to see which colors, which pieces are a different color. So we've got the background is this white piece that looks like honeycombs. And then we've got these red checkered strips right here. It's a 1-inch strip, this red tablecloth looking gingham color, the red. And then on top of that, they've got the piece that has all the vegetables on it. That is a 6x12 piece. So you've got 1, 2, 3 different pieces that you're going to be using in the layout, and then green, yellow, brown for these cute little tags. All right, and then it looks like they used down here, this fence is a border. I'm not sure if it's a sticker or there are laser borders that are available with the On the Farm collection. All right, so just wanted to review the measurements that we're talking about tonight and the layout. We're doing vertical and horizontal here, so we've got a good variety of picture directions. You know, we've got 3 that are in the horizontal direction and 3 that are in the vertical direction. And they just had a lot of fun, you know, decorating these cute little tags. They did a little cluster right here. They did a cluster right here. They added a little sunflower right there. They've got some little die cuts down here. So lots of great ways to decorate this fun layout. All right, let's get started. So when I went through my paper pack, like I said, I have used some of the pieces out of here. So the honeycomb is the background. Well, I have one piece of the honeycomb still 12x12. So I've got one side, but the other side, I only have a portion of that because I've used it. I've got a 6x12 here. Let me get this on top. And let's put this to the side. Okay, so What I'm going to do is I am going to take my checkered, I've got a piece of the checkered gingham here. So I could just adhere these two together, and then I've got what I need here. Now they only used strips, right? So I'll just use two little strips of this gingham. And actually I might need both pieces of the gingham. Let's just grab that out of the pile here. See it here, right? Yeah. So I could just take my 6-inch piece. I could trim off some of this one as well so that I don't use the whole piece. I know we like to conserve our paper, right? So somehow I'm going to adhere these together so that my layout, so that I have that gingham here, and then I can put my piece with all of the summertime food on top of that. All right, so let's start with the full piece of the honeycomb paper, and I'm going to do what the measurements that they did here on the left. So I'll use this for my left side of my paper, and they did a 6 by 12 of the piece that has all of the food on it. That's 6 by 12. And then the gingham that they have here is 1 inch. So you want to cut 1-inch strips for each of that. So let me do it the way that they have it, and then we'll figure out my right side with the pieces that I have left. So I'm going to use the smaller piece of my gingham to make those 1-inch strips. And then I need my food. Excuse me, my food. Now, my food, I had already used that piece that has all of the fun fruits and vegetables on it. You can't see it very well because they've got it covered up with the photo mats, but it's a really cute fruits and vegetables. Let's see. Let me get my cover page here, and I'll hold this up close. There we go. There you can see it. So this is the piece from On the Farm that they're using in theirs. And it's so cute because it has corn and, just all of the farm vegetables on that piece. Well, I don't have that one anymore. I've already used it. So I grabbed a piece from a collection that was out in 2018 that I had on my shelf. Yes, that's why we scrap our stash, so that we can use this stuff up. So I am using 2 pieces from the Locally Grown collection, and luckily it matches. It has the same color shading in it, so I'm happy with that. So I was able to grab something from another collection and use that up. Perfect. All right, so let's cut those pieces. We need a 6 by 12 of this, and then we need 2 1-inch of the gingham. This is going to be a really cute layout and really fast to make. So I just need a 6 by 12, and remember to put your little foot down that's on the leg of your trimmer. Put that little foot down that's underneath there, and it just folds right in. Let me lift this up so you can see what I'm doing. See how that folds in and out? That's a nice little way to make sure that your trimmer stays level. It's not wobbling back and forth when you have this arm out. All right, so we need 6-inch piece of this, and we're going to need it for the other side. So I might as well just cut 2 of these right now. We need 6 by 12 for the other side. Yes. Just a hint, because I have made this mistake I don't know how many times. Pay attention when you're making your cuts to what pattern is on the other side of the paper. Because if you make the cut in the wrong way, then sometimes it makes it hard to use this piece that's left over if you want to use the opposite side. So mine has little bicycles on it. Okay, so I just want to pay attention to the direction that I'm cutting, and I'm going to cut the bicycles are in the horizontal direction. So I'm going to cut my 6-inch strips with my paper in this direction so that if I want to use this back side of the paper, I don't have it in a funny direction and it makes it more difficult to use. All right. So I'm going to cut 6 inches, two of those. Well, we're going to cut it in half, aren't we? There we go. 2 6 inches. So there's one cut that we have to make. Now I'm just going to do 1-inch strips because like I said, I've got to piece my leftovers together for this other side. So I'm just going to cut 2 1-inch strips for this one. For you, if you have the full collection and haven't used any, you're going to want to cut 4 1-inch strips because you're going to need 2 for each side. Okay, I just have to do mine a little differently since I have bits and pieces left over, but it's still going to work out. Oh, and I just didn't pay attention. Oh, the other side is a pattern of stripes, so I don't need to worry about the direction of the back of this one. Okay. All right. There we go. So there's the 2 1-inch strips that I need. And we're going to take our honeycomb paper and we're going to put our food. Oh, well, let's do it this way. Let's just layer it here. So we're going to have one of the gingham right up against the edge like this. We're going to have our food piece right here up against that gingham. And then we're going to put this gingham on the other side of that. Very easy. And then we're going to make all of these fun beveled tags to decorate the side of that. So let's just get this side down and then we'll start making those tags because basically you're going to do this layout vertically and horizontally for this sketch. And I'm using photo tape. I love our photo tape. Another thing that when there is a promo where I can earn free, this is definitely one of the products that I stock up on is this photo tape because I use it for every layout. All right, now the easiest way for me to line up papers is to turn my mat. I like to have the paper that I'm trying to line up this way in front of me, right in front of me, versus trying to line it up on the side. I don't know if I'm directionally challenged, but it just feels more comfortable to me to have that in that direction. So I'm just going to peel back a little piece of this backing and we're going to line this up on the edge. I don't want to peel all of the backing off yet. I don't want it to stick down in places that it's not supposed to be. I want to be able to adjust it easily. And if I have all of the adhesive exposed, it is not as easy to adjust it. So I'm just lining it up. I'm going to press right here. That's the piece that is exposed. There we go. I don't want it to bubble up anywhere or be wavy or have air underneath it. So just take it one little section at a time and adjust. Make sure you're still lined up. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to put the food down and it's going to be right up against this gingham. And just going to line it up right up against that gingham. Make sure that I am right along the edge of my paper on the top and the bottom. I think that looks good. There's the little piece that I have pulled back. There we go. And then I can just easily do that to the other side. Take that whole thing and lay it down. All right, one more piece. Oh, see, now I didn't pay attention to my own rule. I just pulled the whole thing off. All right. So I'm just going to hold this side up while I adjust this side, get it lined up. There we go. Sometimes you just get so excited. All right. There we go. So there is our layering of our paper. And now let's cut our fun tags over here with our bevel punch. And these tags are, they did the 2.5 by 4 inch size. And there's 3 different sizes that you can cut on this, 3 different widths of tags. So you're going to cut a strip of paper that's 1 inch long or wide. 1 inch wide, 2 inches wide, or 2.5 inches wide. Okay, that is the 3 different widths. That's why this is called a 3-in-1, because there are 3 different widths, and you can see that width by the dotted line here on the silhouette of the top of your tags. So they have their tags at 2.5 inches wide. So let's take a look at our paper now. This is where I didn't know which papers they used that they have in their example. Not that we have to do exactly. Please feel free to go rogue and do your layout however is pleasing to you, and to use up bits and pieces of your paper. Definitely, think about that as well. All right, so here is the wood grain. Okay, let me get some of this stuff out of the way here. So they have a green one, and then they have, let me hold this up again for you. So they have a green striped, and then it's got some sunflowers down the middle. They've got a yellow. They've got the wood, a green, and a yellow. Well, here's the wood. So I think they did they have a couple out of the wood, and then they have, yep, there's the yellow. So we're going to need this one and this one. And there's the sunflowers on the back. Okay, so that's what they did, is they cut a little strip and put the sunflowers down the center of that one. And then they have a green. I don't know that I have that green. Let me grab our paper again here. Yeah, the green was on the back of the piece that has the food, which is the one that I used up. So no worries. I've got other choices here. I could use a red with the rooster on it, which is really cute. And it goes, all of this stuff matches. So you could pick any of these and they would look great. Let's just see if there are any of the mats that I could use that have that green. We'll just flip through the variety mats. I might be able to grab one of the green ones from here if they have any, and that's fine if they don't. We will figure it out because I see some other options in here. Okay, so there's a green stripe, which would look very cute. So I might use that one. See what we got in the smaller size mats. Okay, so we'll start with this green and we will go from there. So it looks like I need three of tags from this wood pattern. I see 1, 2, 3 here in their example. And okay, so it looks like these. Okay, let me do that first. So we want to cut these at 2.5 inches wide. and I'm going to need 3 out of this paper, 2.5 inches wide, because that is the widest setting on the bevel punch. 2.5. And it says to be 4 inches long. So I'm going to go ahead and cut the 4. So let's do, and we're going to get all 3 out of 1 strip. So that's good. 4 inches. Okay, so there's my 3 that I need for the wood. So let's go ahead and cut our yellow. And same thing. Oh, no, yellow, I need 4. I see 4 that are yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, which is great because I love yellow. So again, 2.5 inches wide. And I'm going to need 2 of these strips because we need 4 of these. So there's 2.5 and a 2.5. And then we're going to cut those each at 4. So let me cut, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then they used the back of this yellow paper. It's got such cute little sunflowers on it, and we're going to cut little strips to go on top of these. So put that aside. We're going to use it in just a minute. Then they have their green, and that's it. Just the 3 colors: green, brown, and yellow. Okay. Okay, so let's see. I need 1, 2, 3 green. So I'm definitely not going to get those, all 3 of those out of this. I'm just going to grab my other collection that I'm using. There is a light green in there. Let's see if that will work, and then we can use another piece from this collection. Yep, that'll be just fine. It's a lighter lime green, but that will work. So I'm going to do 2.5. And then 3 at 4 inches. All right. There we go. So now let's make these into tags. So really easy to use the tag punch. You are just going to slide your piece of paper right in here, and it has these grooves down here. So the widest is your 2.5 inch, and then your 2, and then your 1. So your paper will fit right in between the 2 sides, the 2 grooves of this punch. So if I get that in there nice and straight, there we go. There is beveled tag number 1. And let me just do, let's see, they have 2 green on this side of the layout. And they have 2 yellow. And they have 1 brown. So I should have everything I need then here for this side. So let's see. Let's get rid of these little bits. And they have a green one. And they have a yellow one. And your brown. And another green. And your yellow. Very cute. Now, they did a couple that have 2 layers to them. So they did this one with the sunflower on top. They did this one with some stickers or some die cuts on top. They put a square piece of white paper on top of this one, you know, maybe for some journaling. Let me hold this up real close. Sorry about that, so you can see it. This one does not have any second layer on this green one. And then this yellow one, this last one, has a 1-inch brown piece on it. So let me grab my leftovers here. Okay, so here is my little sunflowers. And we're actually going to need 2 of these. So I'm going to cut a 1-inch strip and use the punch again for a 1-inch tag. So I need, I think just one strip of this will be enough for 2, I believe, because it's 8 inches. Yeah. Perfect. That worked out perfect. So I can just cut this now in 4. So I have my 2 1-inch by 4, and those are going to fit on top of these. And so we're going to do the same thing. We're going to slide this 1-inch in the 1-inch slot on our punch all the way back. Just make sure you push it all the way back until you feel it hit the back of the punch, and then punch. And see, now it has that cute little tag there, and we're going to put that right on top of this one. So cute. Grab my adhesive. And I'm going to do a little bit of repositionable at the top of this, just so this piece has some adhesive on it too, so it lays down nice and flat. And it's much easier to do that with the repositionable because repositionable is little dots. And I know that's so hard to see. There we go. See those little dots? That's the repositionable. Okay, and let me just move my paper, my layout over just a bit so I can face this towards me and get it on here straight. You can use your mat for this type of thing too. Get your edge on one of the lines and then just line up your paper. Here, let's do it at the corner. That would be easier. There we go. And then I'm just lining it up with one of the lines at the top to make sure. Okay, so there's tag number 1 with our fun little sunflowers on top. I'm going to go ahead and punch this one and put it aside for the other side of the layout since I have it here. There we go. Now let's see, we needed a white piece, a white square, and then we need a wood. Okay, so here is the wood piece. I just want to double check, make sure I didn't have, see how many wood did we make? We did 3. Okay, so I wouldn't have any extras because that would have been 1 2.5-inch strip. Okay, so let me do a 1-inch strip here now with the wood. We're going to do the exact same thing we just did with the sunflowers. And I need 2, nope, just 1 of these in the wood. There isn't one on the other side. So I just need 1 4-inch by 1 inch. And you're going to slide that right down the center, just like we did. Nice and straight. All the way to the back. And punch. Okay, and that's going to go on the yellow one. I put a poll out on my Facebook group. I think it's either in my Creative Heart Scrapbooking Facebook group or my Pam's Creative Scrapbooking group. And I asked, what is your favorite summertime food? So why don't we answer that here, and then you can answer it again out in the Facebook group. What is your favorite summertime food? Is it fruits and vegetables? Is it hot dogs and hamburgers? Is it something totally different? I would love to know what you guys love to eat in the summertime. What just makes your summertime? What do you have for it to feel like summertime? All right. Elisa and I had our Let's Get Scrappy with It Scrap-A-Pack on Friday night, and we were using the summertime collection, and it has so many fun foods in it that we were getting hungry. It has lemonade and watermelon, and everything just sounded so good. We wanted all of it. All right, so I am not sure that I have the On the Farm die cuts. They may not have been in my pack. Now, where's my... Nope. So I have my stickers, so I may just have to use those, which is fine. Yeah, okay. I just have the stickers. Okay, I'm not sure if that... I'm going to double check. Let me look at my website here. I've got it right up in front of me. I'm going to search for On the Farm. I just want to know if there is a pack of die cuts that you get. Okay, so looking at On the Farm. There are not. Okay. Stickers. And then there's some really cute borders. And there's a frame. I do have those laying here. So here's the little frame that is a barn with the windmill and your sunflowers and some grass. Really cute. And then there's a pack of laser cut borders, which are adorable. And there's 2 of each. So you're good for a 2-page layout. So those are 2 of the things that you can get with On the Farm. Okay, just wanted to make sure, because I'm looking at their layout, and they have that little cluster right here now on this second yellow one. So before I start that one, let me put this one down, because we're good with this. Let's put this on our page. And you're just going to tuck it under that 1-inch gingham strip. Just tuck that under and then just line it up with the edge of the paper. Okay. Then we're going to work on the yellow one. Let's get that one down as well. It's just much easier to have them adhered down so they're not moving around on me. There we go. So I just put it right up against the green one, tuck it underneath that gingham. Looks really cute. All right. Now, let's look at this little cluster that they've got going here. It says locally grown, and they've got a flower and a little box of veggies and 2 individual veggies. So not sure if that is all stickers. Okay, well, there's the locally grown. So let's start with that. And you know what I'm going to grab next. Y'all, I can hear you guys saying it. I can hear you shouting. She's going for her foam squares. That's right. I'm going to do a little bit of my static pouch on it to take some of the adhesive off of it. Just so part of it doesn't get stuck down. I want the whole thing raised up. That's why I'm putting the foam squares on it. So I don't want a piece of it to stick down, of the sticker to stick down to my page. I want it all raised up. And I'm going to do one more. I'm very generous with my foam squares. All right, so that's going to go right there on your yellow tag, locally grown. And then they had like the little, they have a little, oh, it's this one. Okay. So they have this one with the crate full of yummy looking food. And I'm going to do foam squares on this as well. So these are raised up, gives your page some depth and some fun and some interest. Just looks really cute. Oh, I didn't put this one down. Let's do that so things aren't moving around on us. You can leave the backing on some of these. You don't have to take them all off. It's a lot of foam squares, so you could have one on each side and that would keep it in its place and adhered. I just like to have a lot of them. Okay, let's put this one down before we put our stickers down, because I think we need to have this next. I think we need to have this one in place because we're going to kind of overlap it with the stickers we're getting ready to put down. So then let me cut that little white piece of that little white square that they have on this one. And again, you could do some journaling on that. Oh, I've got to grab a piece of white. It's good to have all of your pieces organized in a project folder. I love it. I'm going to use something up and that just makes me so happy. I don't know if this is going to be, look at that. Right there. I don't even have to make a cut. I have a piece that is perfect. It may be a little smaller than what they used, but that's okay. We're just going to tuck it underneath that gingham, center it so you have the same amount of brown on each side. There we go. All right, so that's already down. Now we can put our little veggies down because they're going to go right here. Okay. And then they had two little veggies next to it. They have a piece of corn and I think a tomato. And those are going to lay kind of tucked underneath now. Because we have these things up on foam squares, we can tuck some things underneath, which just gives it a fun look too. They did not put their locally grown up on a foam squares, so their tomatoes laying right on top of that sticker. But since mine's up on foam squares, my tomato is going to be underneath it a little bit. I'm going to grab my multi-purpose tool to help me get that under there where I want it, so that I can still see the corn and the tomato. Okay. And I think that is, oh no, they have the flower. They have a tall, oh no, not flower. They have a stalk of corn. It's got to be this one. Yeah. It's possible that they have this up on foam squares, but I'm going to tuck mine right behind all my other pieces here. Very cute. I love that. That looks so fun. Okay, so that's one little cluster. Then our next tag with a journaling spot, and then they have a green tag is next. And this one does not have anything on top of it. It's just got that little sunflower. So just tuck it under the gingham, put it right up against your previous tag. There we go. And then last but not least, our little tag here with the brown wood grain down the middle. Get it up against the edge of your paper. There we go. And I just need that one sunflower that's right here. And I don't have that because I've used it in another layout, but these are the sunflowers that are in the stickers. So I'll have to decide on something else to go right there. Let's see, it's going to go right here. I don't want another saying because we already said locally grown. What if I do the apples instead right there? I think that would look cute. And yep, I'm going to put it up on a foam square. And it's going to go right there. Okay, so that is it. We have all, oh no, I'm sorry. We need the mats, the photo mats down the center, and those are 5.5 by 3.5. Since I have my white scraps of paper here, I'm going to use those. So we'll start with this one. I need 3. Let's move this over so I don't mess up my stickers. And I need 3 5.5 by 3.5. So let's cut the 3.5. 5.5 can be a little tricky to see because it hits right where the arm comes out. So that's your 5.5 right there, right at the edge of the trimmer. There's no line there because it's right where the arm comes out. So there's no ruler line right there. Yeah, that one's not right. And I think I'll need to use a different piece now because I need 3.5. Let's see. This one, yep, I can get it out of this piece of it. We're just going to use it up. Scrapping our stash. Okay, there's 2. I think I will have to get a different piece now because none of this is going to be wide enough. That's 3.5 right there. Yeah. Oh, I found one that is actually already 3.5. Yep. So I just need to cut it at 5.5. Perfect. And I'm going to do another one because we're going to need it for the other side anyway. Because they're the same on both sides. 3.5 by 5.5. Okay. I'll lay that on for the other side. All right. So we've got 1, 2, and 3. Very cute. And that just breaks up this busier paper, right? Sometimes you get a little nervous about having such busy paper. You know, there's a lot going on there in that paper, and you want the focus to be your pictures. So, you know, having these photo mats on top is going to break that up for you. All right. Oops, paper keeps moving. It's nice to have a punch handy. That can be a weight to hold your paper. All right. And then I'm just using my T-square ruler from Close to My Heart to line these up. So I won't press down too hard yet in case I need to adjust these. You just try and get the same width around each one, and you know, the same width at the top and the bottom, just to look even and clean. Okay, I'm going to adjust this one here, move it just up a little bit, and I think I'm good with that. Well, I love it. This was fun, and it was easy. Basically 3 cuts, you know, you made this 6-inch piece here, you made these 2 1-inch strips here, and then all of your punches for your tags. And you're just going to do this one in the same way, but it's going to be horizontal. So isn't that fun that you can turn them? And then at the bottom one, they used one of the, let's see, was it a sticker or was it a, or was it one of the laser? No, it's not one of the laser because the lasers don't have a fence in them. So it must have been the sticker. So they used one of the fences down here at the bottom. They didn't use a fence on the left side of the layout, but they did down at the bottom on the right. So you're going to use one of these sticker borders for the bottom on your horizontal one. All right, well, let me jump back over and say hi because I think I have some new messages. See if you guys had any questions. I want to see what your favorite food is. Summertime food. All right. Hey, Christina and Roxanne and Gail and Beth and Lisa. It's great to see you guys. Fruit salad. Well, there you go, Gail. Then you have all of the best fruits, summer fruits in one bowl. That is a great summertime food. Watermelon. Me too, Lisa. I love watermelon. Hello, Pam from Michigan. I enjoy your videos. Thank you for sharing. Thanks, Beth. I love that you said that. Thanks so much. Well, ladies, I have had a blast tonight making this sketch number 4. Now, remember to get your layout done and take a picture of it and get it out in the Creative Memories virtual crop. And, I forgot to mention, be sure and use that hashtag Sizzlin Sketches 4 when you post your picture so that you can win a prize. You guys have a great week, and I will see you next Wednesday. Good night.